This is One on One. We are at the Liberty Science Center in beautiful Jersey City. I'm here with my colleague, Joanna Gagas, the anchor of Life and Living. And why don't we introduce our very special guest?
Yes, we have Carolyn Welsh, who is the VP and Chief Clinical Officer at the New Jersey Sharing Network. Carolyn, thanks for being here. Talk to us a little bit about what you're doing, because you're working very much behind the scenes, a job that no one really sees, right?
Yes. A lot of people don't know that this exists, and if you're someone that's waiting for an organ transplant, you want the New Jersey Sharing Network and you want the Sharing Network clinical team on your side. We are there every day working very, very hard to make sure that we could save as many lives as we can. So I have a team of over 100 people that work every day to save and enhance lives through organ and tissue donation.
Well, I'll tell you, I mean, this is the 30th Anniversary Gala of the New Jersey Sharing Network. It's an extraordinary organization, but it's interesting. Joanna and I have been to several of the 5Ks, right? You see thousands of people at those races, but what's interesting is behind the scenes, behind the very public events and the public awareness campaign that we've been involved in regarding organ and tissue donation, a lot goes on behind the scenes, as you were just telling my colleague, Joanna.
Yes, absolutely. So we are there from the start of when someone has an untimely death, and they call from the hospital to our call center. That's 24 hours, 7 days a week, with people there every day. And they take the call and determine medical suitability, and then we send specialized trained people to speak to potential donor families to see if they had designated their wishes or if their family would like to say yes to donation and save someone's life with that generous gift.
And Carolyn, we know that when that decision is made, it doesn't end there. There are support services for those family members. Talk about those services and why they're so important.
Yes, we have a dedicated family services team, and they care for families. Like coming up soon, we have a grief support coming up before the holidays. A lot of times the families, before their first holiday of losing a loved one, it's very, very difficult. So we have them come to our office and see how we remember their loved ones and we never forget them.
How do you do that? I'm sorry for interrupting.
Okay.
How do you actually do that?
Yeah, we put a group together and try to limit it to a small group so that if they want the group support, they can, but then we do individualized care as well. We help them to write letters back and forth to donor families and recipients so that they can have that connection. Some choose to meet, some don't want to meet. So we really are specialized to offer what's right for that person and that family.
Carolyn, finally, what would you say to all the folks watching right now on a variety of media and content platforms about the whole question of organ and tissue donation? And people say, oh, well, I guess we're good. We have what we need. But there are so many people waiting, and I know we say this all the time, but make that clear to folks.
Yes. So desperate, desperate need for those that are waiting. And I think the biggest message is that this could be any one of us on any side of this equation. Any one of us could have a tragic accident and be asked about donation, and any one of us could get sick with a virus. This is not just long-term terminal illness that causes the need for an organ transplant. So remembering that it could be any one of us. And I think the way the world is right now, this is one thing that crosses all race, gender, ethnicity, religion, culture. And it's just an amazing thing. You see the best of the world and the worst of the world all at once. So sign up, be an organ donor, talk to your family, and say yes to the gift of life.
Well, finally, on behalf of my talented colleague, Joanna Gagas, and all of us in the world of public broadcasting, FIOS, and everyone who is a part of the Caucus Educational Corporation, we want to say happy 30th, right, Joanna?
Absolutely, happy 30th, and thank you for the work that you do every day.
Thanks for being with us.
Thank you.
Thank you.
One on One with Steve Adubato has been a production of the Caucus Educational Corporation, celebrating over 25 years of broadcast excellence. This special edition of One on One with Steve Adubato is brought to you from the Tisch WNET studios at Lincoln Center. Funding has been provided by RWJ Barnabas Health, Berkeley College, the New Jersey Education Association, Horizon Blue Cross Blue Shield of New Jersey, the law firm of Gibbons PC, NJ Best, and by Adler Aphasia Center. Transportation provided by Airbrook Limousine, serving the metropolitan New York, New Jersey area.